Hi guys, welcome to today's WOD. Today we're going to be doing 5 rounds of 6 exercises, and you're going to be working to 30 seconds of work and 10 seconds of rest. So make sure you got yourself a water bottle, and you might need a mat and a towel with you, but apart from that it's completely body weight, so you don't need any equipment with you today. So let me just go through the 6 exercises with you, and then you can get on with the workout. So we have got a squat to reverse lunge. Now for a squat to reverse lunge, I'm going to stand to the side so you can see me. I'm going to come down into my normal body weight squat, so my chest is going to stay up tall. I'm going to bring my hands up in front to keep my chest up as well. I'm going to come down into my squat, so my feet are wider than my hips and my toes are slightly turned out to make room for my hips to come down. Don't worry if your squat isn't as low as mine, only come to here, then that's absolutely fine. Bring yourself out of the squat, you can go straight into a lunge. So when I lunge, my knee comes back, but I make sure that my hip is still stacked on top of my knee and my front leg is in a vertical position here. So I'm trying to make a box kind of shape, so I've got right angles of my front knee and my back knee. I'm going to bring myself back to my squat, come down, squat, and then back in to my lunge. Squat and lunge, squat and lunge, okay? So you could do it as a front lunge if you wanted as well. So you could squat down and then you could step into a front lunge if you prefer and find that more comfortable, that's absolutely fine. Or you could just do it as a squat if you find lunges a little bit too uncomfortable. Okay, so second exercise we're going to work with today is what we call a crab reach. So for a crab reach, I'm going to bring myself down onto the floor. You can pop a mat down if that's more comfortable for you. I'm going to put my hands behind my shoulders and I'm going to bring myself up into a table position, get my hips as high as possible. So I brought my feet in quite close into me, and I'm going to push up to bring my hips up as high as I possibly can, really squeezing my glutes to make sure I'm keeping them nice and high, and then I'm reaching back with my arm. Be really mindful about transferring that weight between the two hands and really try and keep those hips up nice and high. If it's too difficult to add the reach in, you could just hold the crab position for the full 30 seconds and then carefully drop yourself out of it. So that could be another option for you. Okay, third exercise, my apologies, is going to be a mountain climber. Now for your mountain climber, you're coming down into a high plank position. Hands are directly stacked underneath my shoulders. My feet are in line with my hips. And what I'm doing, nice light feet, I'm bringing my knee into my chest and I'm doing opposite sides, creating a little kind of jogging action, making sure that my hips stay nice and low. I'm not sticking my bottom in the air. So hips come down, maintain that nice plank position, and like I said, just a little pump of the legs. Try and keep yourself nice and light on your feet for those ones. Okay, fourth exercise. You may want the mat for this one because you're going to be lying on your back. Is a scissor exercise, abdominal hip exercise. You're going to come down onto your back on the floor. Try and make sure your back's nice and flat, so kind of really push it into the ground. For me personally, I need to tilt my pelvis back, so I'm going to actually stick my hands just underneath my glutes, which helps me maintain that nice flat spine. I'm going to extend my legs out. I'm going to point my toes and just have them just slightly off the ground. And then I'm going to make a nice big scissor action with my feet. And try and maintain the movement throughout the full 30 seconds. Okay, so that's your scissors. Okay, let's go in and we've got our next exercise, which is called a skip, or you could turn this into high knees if you would prefer. So what we're going to do is the knees coming off the ground. So think about when you're doing your mountain climber, same sort of action. Transferring weight left to right, and like I said, if you want to transfer that into more of a high knees, then you potentially could do that. That will just increase the intensity. That's entirely up to you, so you pick your poison with that one. Last one is a lateral bound. So we're going to start off with our feet together. I'm going to jump to the side, bringing that other foot off the ground, Again, we're looking at transferring weight from left to right. If that's too much for you, you could step it out if you wanted to. There's no problem doing that as well. Okay, so they are your 6 exercises. As I said, it's 30 seconds on with 10 seconds of rest, and you're going to go through 5 rounds. So that's today's WOD. I hope you enjoy it. See you next time. Thank you.